I ain't supposed to talk to you. George says I ain't.
You guys are out there playing horseshoes. We're gonna be out there for hours. You don't need to be scared to talk to me.
I ain't supposed to.
What you got there?
Just my little old pop.
He's dead.
Oh. No! He was so soft, and we were playing in the barn, and then he went to look like he was going to bite me. So I went to smack him, and he was dead.
Don't you worry none. It was just a mutt. The whole country is full of mutts.
It ain't just that. It's that George is going to be mad at me, and he won't let me attend to the rabbits. I hope George won't be mad at me about this little old pup.
I had never told this to nobody before. Maybe I ought to. But I don't like Curly. He is not a nice man. I might have stayed with him, but last night both him and his old man lit into me. I don't have to stay here. Don't you tell nobody till I get clear away.
No.
I'm gonna go into the night, and I'm gonna go to Hollywood.
Maybe if I take this pup and throw him away, George won't know, and then I could tend to rabbits without any trouble.
Don't you think of nothing but rabbits?
I like things soft, and we're gonna have a house and a garden and a barn and fence and a field, and we're gonna grow alfalfa, and then I'm gonna take the alfalfa and I'm gonna put it in a bag, and then I'm gonna take it to the rabbits.
What makes you so nuts about rabbits?
I like soft things. Once George and me went to a fair, and there was some long-haired rabbits in the cage, and I stuck my hand in and I felt them, and it was so soft. I pet mice too, but only when I don't have the rabbits.
You're nuts.
No, I ain't. George says I ain't. No. I just like to pet soft things.
Well, who don't? I like the feel of silk and velvet. Do you like the feel of velvet?
Oh, by God, yes, I do. And I had some one time. A lady gave me some, and that lady was my Aunt Clara. And she gave me some, and it was this long, and I don't know where it is. I haven't seen it in a while. I think I lost it.
You're nuts. But you're a kind of nice fella. I mean, a person can kind of see what you mean. I mean, sometimes when I'm doing my hair in the morning, it just feels so soft. Not everybody's hair is soft. You take Curly's hair, his hair is like wire. I bet you've never kissed a woman. I bet you don't even know what it feels like. I'm gonna go to Hollywood, and I'm gonna get glamour and fame. Come here. You're nothing without George, are you? You're nothing without George. You're all alone. You're just a big dummy. People instead of people like you all the time.
No, I ain't no dummy. I ain't no dummy.
My hair is so soft. It's softer than those rabbits. Come on, just touch it. My hair is so soft. I'll let you feel it. Come on, honey. It's so soft. Here, feel it. Soft, my hair.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's so nice.
Don't you muss it up.
Oh, no.
Don't you muss it up.
No, I'm Stop, please, stop. Please, don't go to sleep, wake up. Please don't be dead. No, I didn't mean it. George is gonna be mad at me. I did a bad thing. Why did you die? I didn't mean it. George? Yeah. I'm sorry, George. I didn't mean it. She was so much of an angel, and it's just her hair was soft. Please don't be mad at me, George. George, tell me how it's going to be. Are we going to have a house and a barn? And yes, George, I see it. I see it. It's by the river, and we're going to live in the fat of the land, and it's just going to be you and me, right, George? Nobody else, just you and me, and George, you protect me. I ain't got anyone else but you. You're my only friend. You're all I got, George. You're all I got. Oh.
About 8 weeks, and a lot of work went on into this, like really, especially working on character development. You know, when you're playing somebody with an affliction, you know, a lot of things that went into this. And from last week to this week, just right, jumped right up, right from here to there. It just kind of clicked in both of you.
She had lines.
It's okay, it's okay. I'm sure Mr. Steinbeck would approve. But bravo to you, Beth Ann. This is your first time doing anything, right? This is first time, so congratulations. Really great, really great. And we really threw you to the lions right off the bat. Literally. How do you guys feel?
I feel good.
Yeah?
I excited. I get so excited every time I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta give her credit, because when I was doing that, I says, you know, we can cut the death scene out. No. I said, you're gonna take risks with the scene. She says, go for it all. So I gotta give this young girl very much credit.
And I have to say, it was really interesting to work with someone who has a lot of experience when we were rehearsing scenes, because he has insights into move here, throw the puppy on the floor, just things to up
Who
the
are you talking about?
You. So it's really helpful. It's really
I
good.
appreciate you working with me.
Absolutely,
My pleasure.
and you know, you can see the benefit of it, and how, you know, all of these folks really work together as an ensemble, you know, and people with more experience work with people who don't have quite so much experience, but there's no direct, you know, everybody works together equally, you know, and we all learn from each other, no matter where you are. So, it was, you know, it's great, you guys have great chemistry together, and it's really wonderful to see how you've made this scene develop as you've gone along. So, great, any feedback here? Yeah.
Yeah, so we've all seen most of this, but then there's an added part, like yours and mine, and that's a thrill to see. But what's really thrilling, and it raised some goosebumps for me, and a little moisture here, was the things we saw before. And you know, it's like if these were pearls for a necklace, some were tied and others weren't, and I couldn't quite tell what the scene was about. We talked about that about a month ago. Tonight, because, you know, starting, it was when you pull that, what's the line you say right there? We've heard it. Don't you think about nothing but rabbits? It's one of those lines, and then, oh, and so that's like stringing. The entire necklace was made whole by that, and you're always there with these chunks and providing that. But it's the intention of this character that I needed as an audience, and you guys.
Beautiful nuances that you bring into it, yes, absolutely, and you're discovering, but you wouldn't, you know, you really have to understand who they are before you find all these, and after a while, like you know, this one line, now, because I know it, I understand, oh my goodness, that's what that means, woohoo, let me just, and then, you know, just it all connects the dots, so, yeah, absolutely.
It was nice to see right there at that spot you talked about, where it became very playful, and the the nervousness that you know just trying to not go there, you know, was adding tension, and so from that point out, Beth Ann playing with him, and then you being afraid but having no power over her at some point, you know, just it added a lot of nice tension to it.
Speaking of that, we talked about that. Who in a scene, who has power and who doesn't have power, and you know, and we talked about that with all of our scenes. You know, who is driving the scene, who is power, and here you see that it changes, it fluctuates. One person, you know, is leading, and then the other person is leading, and I have more power. But it is really a serious power struggle between the two of them. Interesting, even though he seems to be the weaker character. Correct, right? So, but very great work, guys. I'm very proud of you. Really wonderful, wonderful, wonderful work. Yes.
Mice have been 6 times, and your character is Lenny. I mean, you flash right back to it. You nailed it.
Yeah, definitely.
He was fighting within himself, and I agree that Beth Ann had the power, and I'm just, you know, touch my hair, and I'm, you know, want to go touch it, and I'm holding back, and then when I accidentally kill her, my world just went.
The energy and the shocking logic of the death was brand new, wonderful to me. It was like those rubber bands I have, because she's doing this to you, and then when you get that, then boom, the energy that she gave them, you fed that, the death comes out of that.